Testing, testing. All right, all right, all right. We're getting everything else set up here. We're going to see how this goes today. I'm going to play a little bit of Guild Wars today, and it's kind of exciting. This is December 2nd, so this is the last day before Guild Wars Reforged come out. So part of what I'm trying to do here, hold up. All right. I'm going to part of what I want to try to do here is see if I can get a good point of comparison to capture the delta between Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2, or pardon me, Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 1 Reforged. So we'll see what that looks like. I have no idea how it's going to be, but I figured this will let me set a nice baseline. I'm also going to record some footage of a few builds that I enjoy playing, and if you like them, feel free to use them. So let's see here. Let's go back to Boof. There we go. And let's see. Is my game footage coming through? Probably not. So let's see what I can do to fix that, to get the sound to come through here. Give me just half a moment. Let's see here. I'm still learning my process here, so we'll see how this turns out. I'm probably going to find that I get a feedback loop through here at some point, but I'm going to try to avoid that. So let's see. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to pause briefly here. I'm going to set myself to be right back, and I'm going to see what I can do to fix this audio issue that's happening. And I'll be right back. Testing. continuing to get this to where I want it to be. I see that in my Kick Chat, I've got, I can't talk about Kick Chat, but I do have somebody trying to advertise to me, viewbotting. That's lovely. Let's see here. Let's see, capture a specific window. There we go. All right. So it looks like it's capturing it. I just need it to capture me, and then everything will be fine here. Now let's add a source here. There we go. All right, now we're up and running. So I generally like playing Beastmaster-ish builds. I know that some friends of mine out there who I play D&D with don't care for that. My general view is the more pets we can have on the field, the better. And in this instance, I like Enraged Lunge. Enraged Lunge used to be much better. In fact, the PvP version of it is much better because it allows you to juice up the damage relative to the number of Beast Mastery skills you have recharging. And this one, it's weaker. It's not bad. It's just weaker. It deals a smaller amount of damage. It deals a smaller amount of damage. But the build basically relies on leveraging the pet using Comfort Animal to make it so that I can constantly bring the pet back. Call to Protection is one of the best skills in the game. It protects the pet. Predatory Bond allows the pet to heal me whenever it attacks. Sometimes I can swap this out for something else. And then each of these are just individual attacks. And then the way I generally stay alive is I use Never Rampage Alone, which is a special skill. It's from the Sunspear title track that gives me constant health regeneration. And then Fear No Pain. This one is especially useful if you use alcohol, which I do. So right here, I keep a steady stream of hard cider coming my way that keeps my character just tipsy enough to be able to get that 300 HP maximum health bonus. Now, one of the things that's easy to farm with this build, I'll come over here to Modat Crevice, is kebabs. And in the game, we're coming up on the week where kebabs are the Gift of the Traveler collector item. So I've been in the process of farming these. But these do a great job. And right here, I'm at the Modoc Crevice. And down here in this area, down in the water, there are 6 drakes that you can get the chunk of drake flesh that you can use for drake kebabs. And they're wonderful. So let's see here. Right now, so I have just me and my pet. I like the dune lizard. I just generally like the look of it. So I can come out here. For the drakes, actually, I don't actually need much. I can usually just take them down with the basic attacks. And you'll see, like, that pet is just hammering that drake. There we go. Done. I dealt, like, over 300 damage. Probably close to 330. Nope, don't attack there yet. We want to get that drake. There's one standing right over there in the corner, so we'll take a shot at him. Get him to chase me over here. If he chases me over here. If he doesn't chase me over here, that's fine. There we go. There we go. Here he comes. Come on. Come on up. There we go. And so, he chases me over here, and again, the drakes are easy. You just take them down with just the basic attacks. Boom, boom, and boom. So, yeah, you saw how much I did there. This Enraged Lunge deals a fair bit of damage. It gives them the crippled condition. The Predatory Pounce hits them and allows the pet to gain some health. That helps keep the pet alive. And then the Brutal Strike, once they get down to less than half damage, the Brutal Strike just hammers them with damage. You saw that last hit was 150. So out of the 3 attacks, he did 100 and 150 on 2 of the 3 attacks. So now what I do here is I take 1 drink of the hard cider, oof, and then at 7 and 8, my health is up to 750, and I drag him into here. And the nice thing about this spot is I can bring him right in. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Now let's get the pet juice started. Let's start lighting them up one at a time. The big thing to do is you have to make sure that you wait until the damage from the first attack is dealt before you hit the next attack. If you don't, then you end up spending the energy but not actually getting the attacks done. Boom, done. That one's done. Let's juice this back up again. My attacks are doing 0. I don't have anything in marksmanship either. No desire to hit them at all. For me, my desire is to hit them almost exclusively with my pet. So let's go. Light them up. And last one. 117, 97. 146. Nice. And I got a corn embrace. Oh yeah, I got a nice, I got a rare rune out of that. We'll take a look and see what that is. Oof. Fire magic. Oh, that's nice. Actually, I think those sell for a bit, so we'll see how that goes. Now, for the remainder of these are going to be easy. I don't really need to do the buffs on my pet. If I don't want to, I will. So my bow doesn't do anything just basically the purpose of the bow is to direct the attack. Two dead. And I've got a chunk of drake flesh. The chunk of drake flesh you can take over to Kamadan, to the chef, and you can use that to get the drake kebabs, which is the again, this week is coming the week after the upgrade to Reforged. Is the week that the kebabs are the gift of the traveler item. But even before that, kebabs are often useful. There's a quest you can get in Eye of the North, where, I'm forgetting his name, character is courting Gwen, and in that courtship, one of the things he wants you to get is kebabs, and if you get him kebabs, he gives you some nice stuff. So yeah, you can see here, I'm just lighting these guys up. So this is a great build for solo farming. You get 2 chunks of drake flesh out of that. Another place that you can solo farm with this build or with another build like it is down in, let's get back over to prophecies for a minute. Actually, before I even do that, let's go to Kamadan, and I'll show you where the chef is, where you can trade for the kebabs. So yeah, it's right here. So right there is your Zunlai chests, and if you come back here, Chef Lanban is a collector, and he collects the chunks of drake flesh that I found here, and he gives you drake kebabs, and those are pretty good. It's a good way to, if you're looking for something to accumulate, something to build up, that one's not too bad. Another item that sometimes comes up for the gift of the traveler with Nicholas is the desiccated Hydra claws, and those can be found down here. Down here at Augury Rock. And this is a great place to farm generally, and you can run right out here. And with this pet build, tiny bit of alcohol gives you enough hit points to be able to handle these guys. I can usually get through these in about a half an hour. It's a great way to level up to get additional skill points, but it's also a good way. Here we go. Oof. Bring that up there, and we'll just start hammering the damage down. And you can see with each of those pet attacks, that pet is just lighting them up. And here we go. Now, they're coming together. 5 is a bit too much, but let's see if I can get one of them to come chase me out this way. Oh, come on. There we go. And there we go. Let's juice myself up there. Oh. Oh, come on, guys. You were supposed to chase me. There we go. Now, he's chasing, and this is, you can use strike as one instead of enrage lunge, and that'll make your pet get out there and go after them, which can help you just in terms of managing them, because they're likely, if your pet jumps straight at them, they're likely to attack your pet instead of you. But yeah, for the most part, you can see here, I'm flying solo with this guy, so there's no real problem at all. And it's just the pet doing all the damage. I'm just standing back. And this is kind of like, you know, if you play D&D and you're playing a Beastmaster build, or a Drake Warden, or a, what's the Artificer, somebody in chat will let me know. Battlemaster? I don't remember the name of it, but Battlesmith, that's what it is. And so, now let's see here. Drink a little bit of alcohol. 7, 8. There we go. Light him up. And his buddy's probably going to come over and join in the attack in just a moment. Yeah, don't need to though. Pet's just sitting there. All those big numbers that you see being dealt to him, that 86, 122, that's all from pet attacks. None of that's coming from my bow. And it's a fun build because you can run away and they'll keep attacking your pet. And your pet doesn't get any kind of death penalty when the pet dies. So if the pet does die, which Collar Protection helps to prevent that, But let's say the pet does die. You just resurrect him. You cast Comfort Animal. Boom. He's back up and running again at pretty high power. And you can be running away. You can actually be knocked down and still have your pet doing his attacks. So 7, 8. Boom. Let's hit the predatory bomb so I can gain a little bit of health as he attacks. But like you can see, I got knocked down there, but my pet was continuing to attack. So you can keep hitting them with those pet attacks, even as you're dealing with whatever garbage that's preventing you from attacking or taking another action. So that's just a nice aspect of this build. Yeah. So yeah, this is fun. I'm taking some time right now, largely just wanting to go through and play this scenario out. Oh, you know what? I probably drink a little bit of alcohol, push myself up, let my pet to work. Come on, okay. See, I'm backing away, and my pet's still attacking. There we go. Lighten him up. So part of what I'm trying to do here today is just gather some footage of what the game looks like, because it's not going to look like this tomorrow. At least that's the speculation, that after tomorrow, when Reforged comes out, we're going to have a different experience. So I'm probably going to come out, play some of the same areas that I'm playing today during Reforged, and we'll see what the side-by-side comparison looks like between them. I'm kind of excited. I'm interested to see how much of a change they make. There we go. See, I run away and they go after my pet. Yep, go after him. Keep going right on after him. I will have him eat the snarly while I run away. And there's that desiccated Hydra. These made me a mint in Ectos in trade when they were the item for Gift to the Traveler. I don't know if they're going to be used as Gift to the Traveler for quite some time. And also the next one's coming out 2027, 2028. I haven't looked at the cycle table, which of course that cycle table might change with Reforged coming out tomorrow. So right now, I think the game's under 5 gig total in size. I've heard rumor that the company has just a small team that can continue to manage this and pretty much manage the game indefinitely, even if they come out with a Guild Wars 3 or whatever. But but right now, it's a nice small game. I'm interested to see with Reforged how much of a change they make. If they make too much, I may actually I have a lot going on in this machine. I may actually have to do an upgrade and transfer a larger hard drive to be able to handle it. But we'll see. Because I have Guild Wars 2 on here, I have a lot of other games on here as well. And so, just boom, lighten them up. It's so fun playing a pet-based build, just because you get to stand back, and it allows you in many ways to kind of step back and take in what's happening in the entire battle, on the battlefield. So if you see something happening that you might have missed had you been right in there in the middle of it, boom, 108, 89, blank, 138, done. So 4 hits of my pet took one of those Hydras down. And I find I can eat these things forever. Yeah, there we go. I don't have any lockpicks on me right now. That's fine. But yeah, I can blast right through these with this build. It's a lot of fun. If you don't have Never Rampage Alone and Feel No Pain, you can use like Troll Unguent, or there are any number of other options you have. I actually just kind of like the idea of being able to leverage the alcohol in the game and get something out of it. That's going out there. 105, 92, 92. Yeah, I did the brutal strike. That's okay. And even when I'm not doing a special attack, pet actually does a fair bit of damage. 120, 93, 106. 136. 4 hits of a pet, and he's done. Love it. Love it. So this is, as Guild Wars builds go, this is a fun one to play. It's just nice being able to, you can kick back, relax a little bit. You don't have to manage, it's not too fiddly. So you don't have to manage too much. Yeah, Hydra's done. Light this thing up. Looks like I got a brown guy over there. One thing one issue I run into sometimes, and this can be an issue if you're doing anything, like one of the things about Guild Wars is it doesn't have a potion system in here where I'm constantly trying to drink potions along the way. For the most part, you don't have to fiddle with stuff that's in your inventory. Since I'm using a build that relies upon alcohol, I actually keep my inventory open, and every once in a while I may find myself bringing my mouse over here, and where I'm trying to move my camera, I'm actually just moving my character all around, right? Which is no good. So let's drink a little bit of alcohol. Boom. Light this guy up. And there we go. I have somebody else. It's weird. I don't have view bots. I have advertisers of view bots in my chat right now. Hilarious. Yeah, it's mind-blowing to me. But anyway, here we go. Light this guy up. Boom. Another thing I've always liked about Guild Wars, I love the dual class system, and that's something I kind of wish they had pulled over into Guild Wars 2. But yeah, with the dual class system, it was always nice being able to respec your character at a moment's notice. Like Guild Wars often felt to me like almost like a collectible card game. Like you gather up a bunch of skills, but this down at the bottom, this is your deck of skills that you're bringing with you. All right. Light him up, buddy. There we go. 113, 90, 89, 160. I like just running around in circles around him. Just strafe to the side. Light him up. Boom, and boom. Such a fun build to play. And depending on what kind of pet you have, I have a few different rangers. Actually, I have one that I focus a little bit more on traps, and for that one, I use the the Phoenix that I got from beating factions. This one, this is one of my favorite characters to play, though. And the nice thing here is I can run away, and light him up. They're going to sit there and attack my buddy. I'm going to light them up. My buddy's going to shoot him to pieces. Boom. Done. Look at that. Huge attack. 133. Oh no, they might destroy my pet. Oh no, they didn't. Okay. I was going to say if they did, I was about to turn around, resurrect him, and then he's done. Alright. That's another thing. This particular one, Never Rampage Alone, actually gives the pet health regeneration too, so he gets juice to the gills and lights him up. Another nice thing about this is I can preload the attack. So I've hit the Enrage Lunge button, and it is fully recharged, and he just now got hit. So you can actually stack 2 Enrage Lunges onto them. It's really nice. So there, I've hit Enrage Lunge. He hasn't gone over yet. He hits the first one now, and Enrage Lunge is full again for him to hit another one. Boom, look at that. And then the Brutal Strike, because he's under 50% health, takes him down again. I love playing this combination. There we go. I've hit the Enrage Lunge already. And, oh, I didn't drink my alcohol beforehand. Oh, I should get practice on one. Alright, hits him with one Enrage Lunge. Boom, boom, boom. So that was over 450 damage from 4 attacks from the pet. And it took nothing. Like, I didn't need to be involved in it at all. Alright, let's drink some alcohol there. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, I want to hit that Hydra anyway. Come on. Come on, run it. There we go. There we go. Boom. Then we hit him with another. See, that's the perfect timing of it if you can nail that. Hit that first Enrage Lunge while he's running in, and then hit the second one. Alright. So there, I've hit the first Enrage Lunge. I bet it'll be fully recharged. Yeah, it was fully recharged before he even got the first attack off. There we go. Another Desiccated Hydra Claw. I figure I'll probably be collecting these from just periodic gameplay and farming for a few years, and then they'll sell. If it's anything like this last one in 2028, I'll just set them aside, and then I'll get like 20 ectos, or 1 ecto each for them, which you can just sit there and stack them up, because people don't like going out and farming for Gift to the Traveler. They'd rather just go and buy them themselves. Where they're getting the ectos from, I have no idea. It's much easier for me to farm them in this way. All right, let's go drink a little bit. There we go. So I'll go ahead and have him use the predatory strike, so now every time we attack, I'm actually going to not use the special attack. So he's doing 48 damage with every attack, and because I have the predatory bond, I'm gaining with every attack that he's doing. So it's actually better for me to not have him do the special attacks, to just let him do normal damage. There we go. And let him gain health for me. But yeah, there we go. So looking at the map here, I've knocked out the first part of this. So what this does is it takes me through a big loop that will come up around here, then go down around here and back, and that puts me right back at Augury Rock, where I can start the farm again. So now let's use the teleporter. Here we go. What's our combo? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we can hit that. That's an easy one. 2, 3, 4. Teleporters on. All right. Now I got 3 hydras. This particular spot can be a little tricky at times, just because the 3 hydras can often get to you quickly. So you just have to be careful. Get them in there. Get that first attack charged. That helps a lot. There we go. Get that first one charged. And then light them up, and then make sure you have your predatory bond going. So come on back, hit this guy that's coming after me. As I step away, he turns his attention to the one that's actually doing damage to him, which is great. It's exactly what I want. Because the one that's doing the damage with that color protection is just rocking him, and he can't do much damage back to it. So that works out nicely. What do I got? 4 Desiccated Hydra Claws. So those would be, when the time comes for Gift of the Traveler, each of those is an ecto, and it can just sit in my account for a long period of time. I know it's coming eventually. And so if you have anything that allows you to farm that has large numbers, or pardon, relatively small numbers of large creatures. That's what this build is it's designed for. It's easy to get swamped, like you saw when I was doing the Drake farming back over in Nightfall. It was very easy to get swamped by a lot of creatures, and that can be a problem. Here, Hydras are big, they have a lot of hit points, they deal a fair bit of damage. But as long as you can keep them attacking the pet, I would put this pet toe-to-toe with virtually anything. In fact, I used to enjoy going into PvP and having my pet stand there and just having people ignore the pet in PvP and have the pet just chop them down. It was good fun. I find I enjoy the PvE environment much better. But it's such a fun build. I have a Beastmaster type build in Guild Wars 2. I may go through and play that one at some point later. But yeah, this is like prior to the 2024 change to D&D. I used to play. That's fine. We'll see how this goes. My favorite class in D&D was the Shepherd Druid because it was great for summoning large quantities of pets. I actually enjoy taking on an entire party in this game and having each of them have a dire pet. So I have 8 dire pets just swarming in on whatever it is I'm up against. And it's a lot of fun. It feels like I'm playing a Shepherd Druid from D&D when I do that. Here we go. So we'll come up on these guys. Don't forget to drink the alcohol. And boom. Light them up. This will be a piece of cake. So I'm going to try to gather, I want to make just a short video on YouTube of this, so I'm going to try to gather some footage as I go around the entirety of this area. I'll probably just speed it up in the final YouTube video, but it's a fun build. It's a build that you can go in and just send your pet in. Another fun thing, a similarly fun thing with the Artificer book coming out in D&D is when you play something like a Battlesmith in D&D, you can actually equip the magic items that your Artificer makes onto your Steel Defender, and again, just send it in, let it tank for you. Again, this build used to be a lot stronger, and this is when I say it used to be. We're talking over a decade ago, before they split out the PvE and the PvP versions of Enraged Lunge. Enraged Lunge used to say that it deals like up to 20 or 24 damage for each recharging Beastmaster skill you have, which I would always have at least 4 going, with a maximum of plus 80 damage. So you can see here that this one does 53 extra damage. So when I hit with this, let's see, this first Enraged Lunge, what's it actually hit for? So it deals plus 53, so it deals 104 damage. So add another 30 to that, and it would be just crushing them. And that's why that Enraged Lunge is still fun to do in PvP, because again, you can light them up with it. Here we go. Boom. Look at that. Crushing. There we go. And that constant health regeneration that I have from those other 2 skills, it's so strong. 100 gold, 99 gold. The other nice thing about farming this alone is you get to keep all the gold. I know there are additional Hydras, by the way. Anybody that plays this area will probably say there are more Hydras there. You can go kill them all. I can, or I can just work my way around the circuit, hit any of the ones that come anywhere near me, and then just go back to town. There, I didn't even have to use my Call of Protection on that one. There's just one. I didn't have the alcohol trick. That's fine. Light them up. Light them up. My understanding is one of the things that draws aggro is using skills. Not necessarily dealing damage or healing, but using skills, which, since I do use the skills that the pet is attacking with, come on, there we go. That does sometimes draw them, cause them to come aggro me. Oh, look at that, 2 more come over this way. This time, let's go ahead and make sure I drink some alcohol. I said 8, there we go. And you see my hit points just skyrocket. I get a max of somewhere around 750. Get done. There we go. Done. Alright. What do we have next here? Let's get this guy up here on the hill. Oh no, we don't want to go after that guy. I don't want to mess with those. That's a good example of what I'm talking about. Those, the enchanted bow and all of those characters that are out there. A few of them will be able to come in and chew me to pieces with this build. So the build's generally good, like I said, for smaller numbers of larger creatures. All right, here we go. And we'll move this out the way. Don't need that right now. Drink some alcohol. Light him up, light him up. Oh. Can't shoot over the hill. There we go. He dodged it, but still came at me. And that's... Get the first attack in. Come on. There we go. Second attack. Third and final. Boom. Next. 1, 2, 3. Done. And my regen. 1, 2. He's down below. I can hit him with 3. Like that. So. Probably need to get my hands on some lockpicks so I can start building up my luck with these chests. But drinking alcohol, that way I'm ready for the next one. Don't let it get by me. Done. All right. My energy level's a little bit low there, so let's run away. It's the nice thing about this is it's relatively easy to run away. Run away. They'll attack my buddy, and that's fine. My buddy can handle it. There we go. Put some energy back. Let that first attack hit him. Come on. There you go. That took him down. That wasn't the first attack. Oh, there we go. Alright. Oh, I must not have had the alcohol because my hit points should have been way up there if I didn't. That's alright. My buddy can gain me some health by attacking with the predatory bond. Desiccated hyperclaws. Sweet. Things somebody knows. Boom. Another one. Nice. Man, I wish I was farming these this fast when the time came out. I've heard a rumor that if you're farming something at a time that a lot of other people are farming it, the drop rate drops. I don't know if that's true or not. Sounds sus, but we'll see. I know that I have been pulling a lot of them lately. It's been kind of nice. Oh, look at that, another one. And when he takes the desiccated hydra claws, he takes 10. So, yeah, I've been finding a lot of these. Holy cow. Let's come, we'll run back here and grab these. Oh, 4 of them. Nice. Drink a little bit. The other nice thing is that initial attack that he hits with the meteor, it drops a meteor down on me, which knocks me down. It doesn't slow my pet down. Unless they hit my pet with it, or if my pet's really close to me. But for the most part, the pet can continue right along and keep on pursuing the attack. There we go. Come on. There we go. Done. Okay, now, wait, who's that? Was this a collector? I don't remember this guy. All right, I'll be on my way. It's fine. For those who seek to ascend, I think that's part of the storyline. It's been so long since I've done the storyline of this. I kind of got back into the game about a month ago. Whilst I was I'd spent about 11 years away. In fact, I came back and all of my characters had 11 annual birthday present vouchers in their inventories, which was kind of nice. That was a nice little way to get a whole bunch of miniatures and tonics. I actually have a tonic on this character I like using. I'm not going to right now, but I'll bring it up later. But I actually want to finish this. Who's my closest? I don't want to go near the enchanted bow, guys. But we'll run up here. There's some tough ones up this way here as I approach this corner right here. There are going to be several of the hydras up here, and if you're not careful, it's easy to have them kind of gang up on you a little bit. I like when I can run up around the corner there and catch the others, but let's see if I can get these guys and just drag one of them back toward me. Oh, there we go. Yeah. See there, he hit me that time, and it did affect my pet because my pet was right next to me. There we go. Now, as long as the others don't come down while this attack is going on, I should be fine. There we go. Look at you. There we go. Yeah, done. Alright. Now the others are working their way down this way. I still have the alcohol, so my max hit points is still 750. I got a nice regeneration going on. My pet has a nice regeneration going on, and I'm getting life. So look at that. So these hydras they're absurdly easy with this pet. I'm going to go back and switch to another character here shortly. A character that has a 55-month build. And with that one, similarly, it's easy. It's a little bit trickier. You have to be careful because, oh, look at that. I'm about to get myself killed. I'm talking and not paying attention. There we go. So that's that 10 desiccated hydra claws. So that would have been a full package of Gift of the Traveler, the Nick sets, they call them, for the game right there. And so for the week, had the desiccated hydra claws been there because he usually takes 2. And so 5 sets of 2 is a full Nick set. So, okay, so now I have that. Let's do the same thing. Drink a little alcohol. 7 and 8, maxed out. Gives my there's always a trade-off there. So hitting the 2 skills early causes me to lose some of the benefit, some of the duration of the health regeneration. But on the flip side, it allows my energy regeneration to recover a little bit faster. Like that. 105 and 140. Like that. It makes it so easy to solo these guys. If I'm playing a 55 monk, I find I can handle up to 5 of these at any time. I'll go through and show that in just a moment. Or I can handle at least 2. It can be hard with the 55 monk handling just 1 because you don't get attacked enough to keep your energy up. And if you have more than 5, 4 is the sweet spot. If you have more than 5, they can pile on enough damage that even the 55 can get taken down by it. There we go. Come over here, knock out this last couple, and then I can go ahead and head on back to town. Oh, there's a few more over there. Very nice. So let's max that out and boom. First attack. Watch that pet go in there. Boom, light him up, light him up. And you'll see, that last was 173 damage. That's awesome. You'll see that as I do this, the big thing is I don't just spam the attacks. I do the attacks one at a time, and I wait till I see the big number come up off of the creature. So there, I'm hitting him with a little bit, 3, 3, 4, 2, all right, 39. That's the big hit, that's the pet attack. So every time I hit the attack, I wait to see the big number, and then I hit the next attack, and it works very well. So there we go. We have a cleared out field. I did the loop all the way around there. Got 10 desiccated Hydra Claws, which again, those will be when that becomes the next Nick set. A set of those will sell for about 5 ectos, so it's actually 2 per ecto if I remember right. So that's 5 ectos right there, and it didn't take long, and it's actually a relatively easy thing to farm. So I'm going to go ahead, let's jump back to Augury Rock. I'll actually go ahead and switch over to my 55 monk build and discuss that right now. But yeah, so that's the whole build. It's a fun one. I encourage people to give it a try, and it's Enraged Lunge, Predatory Pounce, Brutal Strike, Predatory Bond, Call of Protection, Comfort Animal. That's what makes your pet follow you, and then I like using the Sun Spear tracks and the Norn title tracks. If I wanted to do a variation on this build, oh, by the way, the build uses Beast Mastery and Expertise. I have enough runes in here. I use a Mask of Beast Mastery and a Beast Mastery +3 rune, and I use a Expertise rune in the Mask as well. So combined, I have 16 Beast Mastery and 14 Expertise. Some variations on this. One variation that I'll play sometimes is if I'm for Drake farming, sometimes I'll try this one. This one relies on Heal as 1. Then you don't need Charm Animal. The Heal as 1 version, Heal as 1 in PvE allows your pet to follow you. I use these 4 boosts on the pet. So Call of Protection, same as what I have now. Predatory Bond, same as I have now. Otig's Cry allows the pet to get additional armor, and the pet can't be blocked. That allows those pet attacks to go through more forcefully. And then the Feral Aggression gives extra damage to the pet. And then with these strikes, if you hit these in combination, what happens is Feral Lunge will hit the pet and cause it to bleed. And then Scavenger Strike, if it's bleeding, you gain energy, so it's a good energy management tool. And then Predatory Pounce is another one that it hits them hard and it heals up your pet. And then, this build is what I call the Drunken Beastmaster, and it's pretty fun, the one that I'm playing right now. And then sometimes if I'm playing in a group, I'll try out one of these other ones. Strike as one is a decent one. The nice thing about this is one for kind of helping a party out a bit. With Strike as one, you don't deal with the transit time of the pet, so the pet just, boom, jumps right to the enemy. And then you can hit him with multiple attacks. I use these buffs on the pet, Feral Aggression, Oteg's Cry, and Never Rampage Alone. And then I like bringing along a Restoration because it's a way that I can heal the party. I can drop a Restoration while the pet's attacking and then just run on in. If somebody dies, I can put a Restoration over them. If somebody else heals them, great. If they don't heal them, I still get the Restoration in there, and then eventually they'll heal when the Restoration Spirit dies. So that one works out nicely. That one's kind of a fun one. And then I have other variations that I'll discuss sometime in another video. But there we go. That's my take on the Beastmaster. I've seen some nice videos on the Beastmaster build in the past. This is my take on it, and I find that it works nicely. All right, and let's see. I'm going to go ahead and we'll switch out here. Let's switch over to the monk. Do Token Cleric, my 55 monk. She's in here. The 55 monk, the basic premise of the build is that it uses this skill right here, Protective Spirit. And so what this one does is it says that the ally, which is you, can't lose more than 10% of their max health due to damage from a single attack. So the character only has 55 hit points, so the most damage that the character can take is 5 damage from any single attack. And then the mechanism of dealing with that is I have Mending, which gives +4 health regeneration. Watchful Spirit, that gives an additional +2 health regeneration, and heals the character when Watchful Spirit ends. Balthazar Spirit, which causes me to gain energy after I get hit, and Essence Bond, which also allows me to gain energy when I get hit. So these are the things that keep me alive, and when you can't take more than 5 points of damage per hit, that 6 regeneration is really strong. Now, in terms of the character build, I actually have a relatively even mix here because some of these abilities are protection. So Watchful Spirit's a divine favor, Mending is healing, Balthazar Spirit is smiting, and Essence Bond, I'm actually not sure what that one's tied to. Doesn't matter. But Symbol of Wrath is smiting. These are my damage dealers. So Ray of Judgment, Kieran's Wrath, and then Symbol of Wrath. And then Protective Spirit itself is a protection spell. So given that, I actually need to have each of these. Now, the nice thing is I can easily keep these juiced up pretty high because I have my hit points being forced down by using +3 runes the whole way. So I have -75 health here, 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 and here. So I have one of each of the runes, and I think I have, in my case, I have 2 healing or 2 divine favors, one of the 2. But this allows me to force my hit points down, and I can get them down to 105. And then this Grim Sesto, which is really easy to get. It's a reward that you can get right after post-searing Escalon, and it's just basically running around finding certain tablets and reading them. That's it. They're very easy to get. But it has a health of -55. I remember for a long time I didn't know, this is back in the 2008, 2009 era, I didn't know about the 55 monk. And when I discovered, I think I ended up giving away, or maybe even throwing away a few of those Grim Cestas, because you can get it so early. And then once I discovered it, it was almost embarrassing. It's like, oh my gosh, this thing's amazing, and I've been sitting here not playing with it this whole time. But here, so it doesn't work well if you're up against Messmers of any kind, because they can do energy drain that doesn't affect this Protective Spirit. But I'll show you the build out here. It's again a lot of fun to play. And again, up against these Hydras, it's easy to play. The biggest thing Yeah, the biggest problem you'll run into is occasionally, if you're not careful, you can very easily find yourself having this protective spirit go away. And if it goes away, you're done. You're dead. But for the most part, energy management with this build is pretty easy. The big thing you need to make sure of is that you have enough creatures attacking you to manage it. So I've got at least 10 here, and I have one of each of these enchantments on me. So I just run up into here with my little 55 health. Boom. Cast that first, there we go, that first enchantment. And now I'm going to run away back to here just enough to keep me from getting ganged up on by 2 men. But, oh, there we go. All right, now, so you see, as they're hitting me, I'm gaining lots and lots of energy. They're doing a little bit of damage, but my regeneration is outlasting their damage. The big thing I have to do is keep an eye on this right here, this protective spirit. If this ever goes away, I'm dead. As long as I have that, I crush him. So I take the first one here, I'll drop a Ray of Judgment on him, and then, oh, he interrupted my rage. I don't care because I'm indestructible right now. So let's do this smite spell on him. Kieran's right. That's just going to hit everybody around me for a little bit. It doesn't matter. I'm going to keep casting this protective spirit. Oh, one other nice thing is every time I cast the protective spirit, I get healed because it is one of my own spells being cast on me. So my own that spell heals me. So even if my health gets down a little bit low, it's not a problem. And so we can much keep going after these guys. Let's hit them with that Ray of Judgment again. And that's going to hit all of them because they're all next to each other. And eventually they're going to run away a bit. Now here's where I have to be a little bit careful. Because... Oh. There we go. If I run out of energy too much, then I'm done. Oh, there's one other thing that I have in this build that I really like. And not everybody does this, but I love it. So right now, I have a Usuran Divine Scepter of the Necromancer. That of the Necromancer ability gives me a +5 to Soul Reaping, which is the Necromancer ability. That ability enables me to gain energy every time a creature around me dies. So for this build, that's wonderful, because I just put myself in the middle of a bunch of stuff and let it all attack me. And then when they do eventually die, and they do eventually die from the smite spells that I use, the Mass Effect smite spells that I use, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, he knocks me down. I don't care. You see those purple +1s, that's me gaining energy back each time they hit me. So, here we go. Alright, now there's 4 of them, and I can handle 4 of them. Alright, let's remove the symbol of wrath. Just keep that protective spell up on me. They're beating the snot out of me, they're not doing anything. It's basically an indestructible character. Let's target one of these guys. And you're going to see them taking massive amounts of damage from the enchantments. In fact, they take so much they run away from them. But it doesn't matter. And as each one of them dies, they'll gain energy back from that Soul Reaping, which is nice. And then this last guy, I can just hit him with attacks and he's done. Because I'm using a Divine Favor Scepter. So, there we go. And that's the build. And I can just, again, just like the Beastmaster build for the Ranger that I was using, I can take this guy, and I can just run her all the way around that Augury Rock region, light up these hydras, and it's no problem at all. So if you're looking for any kind of farming for skill points, skill point farming is probably the biggest thing. If you're not farming much of anything at this late in the game, this is a decent place to farm for, either using a lot of XP, and also if you're working on getting your things like your Desiccated Hydra Claws, or just farming general materials. Sometimes you get a rare item drop. This is a decent place to do it, and it's kind of fun. It's fun just sitting here lighting these guys up, and they're all dead. They're sitting there smacking me, and not doing nearly enough damage. If there's at least 2, they hit me enough that I gain enough energy points from them hitting me that it's not a problem. If there's 1, you have to be ultra patient with them. So let's see here. There's 3 here, so this won't be a problem at all. And I can just sit there all day. These guys don't have anything that strips enchantments. Again, if you're up against a Mesmer with a 55 monk, you're going to have a hard time with it. But I'm just standing there. Look at that. You can see my health bar. Every time I take a hit, they hit me for 5, and my regeneration just brings me right back up. Just smacks them down like that. So I'm going to hit him with 2 of my smiting spells. Actually, I'm going to 3 of the smiting spells. Just keep it going. And the more I get hit, the more my energy gets restored, which is nice. There we go. Look at that. Oh. Ooh. I almost died there. So it's easy to get cocky and to let that protective spirit go away. If it does go away, you're in trouble. There we go. He's gone. And that little bit of extra boost of the necromancer wrap on the wand is so good because it gets your energy right back up to where you need to be. Had I taken 1 hit though, just to be clear, without that protective wand or protective spirit, I'd have been done. No, the character would have been dead. I'd have to go back to the there we go. Light him up. Literally light him up. There we go. Lots of damage. Lots and lots of damage. Look at that. And the damage stacks nicely between each of those abilities. So there, I can just put him up. I don't even have to have any more spiking spells on him. The wand itself actually does a decent amount of damage, so I'm trying to do that last little bit of cleanup. These guys that just done. Get the hydroclone. There we go. Then we're good to go. Keep on moving up here. Crush him. Yeah. And so the 55 monk is a fun monk to play. It's not as strong in a party because often if parties are raiding certain things or doing certain missions, ultimately you need to be up against something that has a nice ability that can strip enchantments or that can do any kind of life degeneration. And life degeneration, that particular ability doesn't help you much with it. The protective spirit doesn't help you. It helps you when you're taking damage, particularly physical damage like this. Yeah. So yeah, this is nice. So I can just go right on through, and I don't need to wipe out the whole place. Or actually, you know what? I will. When you're streaming, I might as well wipe out the whole lot of them, and then I can put that into the video as well. Rush right on through. Look at that. Boom. So there's another one up here. And these guys are easy because they have nothing that strips enchantments. And it's a great way to, this is a great spot to build up those, the experience points that you get to level up and get yourself additional skills. I love Guilders because you get to level 20 fast and you stay at level 20 forever. It's just building up skills, getting skill points so that you can unlock more epic skills or elite skills, rather, and continue to build the library like you do with magic cards. There we go. Smack him down. Come on over, buddy. There's 3 of them there. No problem. Crush these guys. As as long as I stay on top of that protective spirit. Again, every once in a while, I'll get distracted, I'll be thinking about something else, and I'll forget to drop that extra protective spirit down. And when that happens, it ends up need it, but done. But it's okay because there's no feeling of, oh shoot, I'm losing, I'm trying to recover it. You die in one hit. with the health that low, they crush you in one hit. But as long as you keep the protective spirit, you're indestructible. But this is one of those builds that's kind of counterintuitive. So you would think, why would I want my hit points to be lower? Well, it's because you're dealing with percentages. And you're dealing with a percentage here, that is, you're losing 10%, no more than 10%, so 5 hit points. But you're dealing with a hard number regeneration here. And so that isn't a percentage, that's a hard number. This is actually, I'm about to nerd out a little bit here. My early career started in nuclear power, and we had a thing called subcritical multiplication, which was similar. So each neutron life cycle would have a small percentage degradation in neutrons, which caused the plant to be subcritical. But you had source neutrons that were enough, a concrete number, that it would keep them level, and so you keep a constant power level when the plant is shut down. And again, nerding out there's a small group of people out there who know what I'm talking about, and that group of people would say, wow, that's the nerdiest thing, because we don't talk about that much. Because when you're operating a nuclear power plant, you're operating a plant. You're dealing with valves and steam and all sorts of normal things that you would see in a coal-fired power plant. But that's the thing that happens, so if you ever have a test on nuclear power, you're wondering, how is it that you maintain enough power that you can get an initial reaction to get the plant started up? Well, that's why you have a neutron source. You have 3 sources of source neutrons, and those sources enable you to have enough that the subcritical multiplication keeps it going, so that even as you lose a percentage of your neutrons in every neutron life cycle, that base amount overcomes the percentage and gives you a flat level. Kind of like this. This is what I was talking about with only one. I can keep it going, but if he's not... Actually, there's another one that's come over, so that's fine. 2 of them is easy. 2, 3, 4, easy. You're indestructible. With 1, it can be hard to get them to hit you enough for you to take the damage. With 5, you can survive. You get more than 5, and they're dealing enough damage that they can overcome that regeneration rate that you have. Light him up, light him up. There we go. But it's kind of fun being having a completely indestructible build. It's kind of sweet. He's done. Now, one of the things about this, you're maintaining these 4 enchantments here. And by maintaining those 4 enchantments, they cause your energy restoration to go down each by 1. You normally have 4. So by maintaining 4, you get no energy restoration, which means the only energy management you get is from these 2 abilities, Essence Bond and Balthazar's Spirit, which means they need to be attacking you. And so there we go. You see those purple +1s. Those are getting me back what I need. Now I need to be able to do just enough. Every time I see, if you look closely up here, you can see the little green bar working its way down. As long as all I do is I keep thinking, when that gets close to the end, I go ahead and recast it. I'm fine. Then I can hit him with the smiting spells. But he's got to be hitting me at least 5 times between each one of those, each one of my castings. If I don't, I'm losing energy with each and every one of the attacks. Or with each and every one of the castings. There we go. And then when I kill him, that gives me that of the Necromancer wrapper on the wand, gives me a little bit of an extra boost. It's kind of nice. Alright. There we go. Light him up. Play this one-handed. I can actually, it's kind of nice. I can actually look around here. I'm streaming on services that I'm not supposed to talk about apparently. But as I'm streaming, I can keep, as long as I keep that enchantment going, I can actually look around, relax. This is a nice relaxing build. If you're trying to run from one place to another, as long as you're not running through a place that has a lot of messengers, this is a decent build for rushing people. Now, if you go through a place that has a lot of messengers, or a lot of things that can wipe your enchantments out, it's not a good build for running through those. But you figure those out as you go along. Oh, there we go. And I forgot to hit it that time before running up there, and so I died. And that's the nature of it. If you stay on top of it, you're good. If you don't stay on top of it, you're done. And it's easy to just have a quick brain fart and you forget. Now, one of the things that happens is because of this death penalty, I'm at 1 hit point right now. I could take off one of the items that I have, and that would bring my hit points back up a bit. But I'm not going to do that right now. I've demonstrated the build. The build works great. And I can go ahead and let's go back into Augury Rock. And I think, let's see. I think I'm going to stop for a moment there. I'm going to take a short break. I'll be right back. I should be out for about 5 minutes. And I'll see you in a few. I'll probably play something else, maybe Rogue Aces or something, after this break is done. So I'll be right back. One moment. So I like having characters with the token name. So I used to have a character named Token Nuker, who was a ritualist. And I ended up stealing the name Hakim Loreweaver from Magic the Gathering for this one. But Token Beastmaster is my pre-searing Beastmaster. Actually, not long ago, bought a second account of Guild Wars Prophecy, so that pre-searing, when I don't have the storage, I can go back and actually make trades if I need to. One moment. All right, I'm just validating that things are going the way I need them to. Right, here we go. Do I have anything I need to sell? Icy Lodestones, I think in January, are going to be items for Gift of the Traveler. So I have a character that I'll probably use to mule things from pre-searing to post-searing. I might try to get a bunch of those Icy Lodestones and send them over because they're so easy to farm in pre-searing. But let's go up to here. I think... Oh. I've done the quest for the day. I thought... Or no, here we go. Yeah, let's get the XP for having completed it. Oof, there we go. And I think I may go running across the wall. So part of what I wanted to see here was, what does pre-searing look like now, and what's it going to look like after Reforged is done? That's part of why I wanted to come back and get a little bit of time playing it. You know, take a look at the things. You always look down, right? You rarely get a chance to look up at things. So this is the castle up here in Ascalon City. And let's go up through here. I'm going to take some time, and I'm going to just take some time to run through some areas of Guild Wars pre-searing and see how these feel now and how they feel when Reforged comes along, and just see generally what the side-by-side comparison between the two looks like. So I've got all the Beastmaster skills right now. I have a Malundra Stalker. Unfortunately, it's hard to make a dire Malundra Stalker. Although, let me see. Yeah, mine's a Hardy Stalker, which is fine. Token Beast, there we go. It's a Hardy Stalker, which is fine. It means it has more hit points. And when I don't have those Beastmaster attack skills that I do in post-searing, it can be a little rough. But having those extra hit points can be helpful. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take a moment. Let's look at the city here. I'll come right up to here, right by the rock. And here we go. Let's get a good view of my character with the city in the background. There we go. I have an idea of what the character looks like. And there's my Malundra Stalker walking through me. And we'll see what this looks like when Reforged comes out. It might be the same. Might be different. We'll see. Not sure. Sorry it took me so long in the break, by the way. I spilled my coffee on myself. I don't think I'll have... shouldn't have too much blistering. I don't think I'll have second-degree burns on my hand from the coffee, but I put a little bit of cream at the top, and that helped it. Oh, gotta run up and pull the lever. Oh, here we go. Get the iris flowers, no reason not to. That's actually the item that, for Gift of the Huntsman, that's going on this week. long time ago, you could not do this by yourself. You had to have somebody with you because that door would shut itself ahead of time. They actually doubled the time that it takes for the door to go shut from when you pull the lever to allow people to solo this now, which is kind of nice. It was kind of irksome. It used, well, I should say, it used to be a nice thing, kind of forcing people to work together to go north of the wall. There we go. See how it goes shut? There we go. Now I'm at a level right now where farming items on north of the wall is pretty easy, especially with the imp that I get to take with me. So let's go up here. Light these guys up. All right. This character, I've already taken one, got the Defender of Aloma, or Defender of Ascalon story award. So, with that achievement in my Hall of Monuments, it helped me a lot with this character. But I have another character in Pre-Searing that reached level 20. This character, I'm going to try to keep at level less than level 20, maybe somewhere between 16 and 19. Because you lose the ability to use the imp once you get to level 20. I don't want to. There we go. Light him up, light him up. I remember when I first got the game, and I want to say my first character, I think, was Token Claire, and my second one was a ranger. And the thing that I found, here we go, let's pull back and let these guys come over. I found I loved playing with the ranger. I just love so much having the pet fight beside me and run on in. That's why I like playing generally Beastmaster builds. Here we go. And let's target the shaman. There we go. Light them up. All right. Let's get them gold. That's easy. I'll identify the hammer. I'll probably end up just salvaging it. While I'm running, I can do this. Identify. Let's see. Identify the hammer. Garbage. Bow. Sorry. Let's light these guys up. Yeah, the nice thing is I don't gain any experience from these guys. All I gain is just whatever items I find. And I actually prefer that right now because I want to keep this character at this level so that I can continue using the imp and I can continue farming these guys for items. Typically back in town, people will trade purple unID'd items for either 1,000 each or for one black die for a stack of 7. And there's variation on that. And sometimes people will want to cut you a little bit short with it, but I find usually about 1K each is about the ideal. That's what people tend to want. And so I can often do that. Now, this is a beautiful area. I love the music in this area and just the overall aesthetic. Like, of course, it's dark and cloudy right now with all of the when I'm near the char, but when I'm away from this, a pleasant area. There's a red iris flower up there. I may go get it later. I don't need to mess with it right now. But I like getting right about here. There's a group that's about to come up here. Boom. Yeah, it's Char Shaman. Let's hit my Troll Unguent, hit my Ignite Arrows, and light them up. Ignite arrows hits all of them, and with the dual shot, I can get 2 arrows in right away. Sweet. I remember when this game first came out, I was actually in grad school. I was going through my MBA program. I was doing the program at ASU, and it was one that you took the classes one at a time, and each class was about 6 weeks. So it was drinking from a fire hose because you were consuming the content very quickly. But you typically have a 6-week class, and then you'd have a week off, and then the next class. So you might have macroeconomics, and then a week off, and then finance, and then a week off, and then supply chain, and so on. And what I found was this was a nice break in between. And I remember back then, a lot of people played EverQuest. A lot of people in the Navy played EverQuest and then went on to World of Warcraft. And I really disliked the subscription model that you had back at the time. And the thing that really attracted me to Guild Wars was it was free. Now, they came out with expansions later on. You'd buy the expansion, and that was fine. I remember I got the collector's edition of Factions, which I loved. It came with a soundtrack, came with a nice artwork that I still have. And it was great. But I always enjoyed playing this. I found it to be a relaxing game. And the thing that was nice about it was, since it didn't have a subscription fee, I never felt a pressure to play it. I would play it when I could, but I never felt like there was a pressure. Later, they brought dailies, which creates a pressure. And Guild Wars 2 has dailies, which is something that from very early on, it actually turned me off to the game. I'll take these guys down first. But I tend to not like the games that you have to spend money to play them, because again, it puts a pressure on you to play it. I'm going to maybe, well, we'll see how this goes. I might just resurrect my pet. The fire imp might be able to absorb some of that. I should let's go back and then resurrect my pet. Now, there's something that happens post-searing that causes you to... There's the shot. I might die here, and if I do, that's fine. I'll get resurrected. Let's run back here. Hit a troll unit. Let's see if it makes a difference. My fire is lighting them up. Alright, there we go. And my pet has come back up to me. So let's knock out... Is there a shaman down there? No, there isn't. Alright, let's knock out the choke first. There we go. And there we go. Combo by. Boom. Alright. There we go. Oh, yeah, that was perfect. There's a thing that happens in post-searing, that when your pet dies, all your skills have to recharge, and it doesn't happen in pre-searing, and I'm not 100% sure why, but I was able to recover from that. I thought for a moment there I was about to get the beat down, but I didn't get very much in the way of farming these guys. It's nice every once in a while to get something good. This is mostly garbage. I find that the char hides, the char carvings, they don't take up much space, so I don't mind just collecting those. And there'll probably be a point, I know there will be a point in the future where Gift of the Traveler, or not Gift of the Traveler, Gift of the Huntsman has you pick them up. But here we go. Let's come up by here, light these guys up. Might still be able to get some armor, which gets me some runes, which I can trade back in town. Boom, shaman. We'll hit the shaman first. Other shaman. Hit me on Gimlet first. I'm about to die. Run back, run back, run back. Come on. Is he hitting me? He's hitting the imp. Sweet. My Gimlet heal me up. He can hit the imp for a while. Oh, and the imp killed him. Sweet. That's the nice thing about having the imp and the thing that you lose when you hit level 20. And so I actually like to continue holding on to this for a little while. Shaman Garb, Mind Spark Garb. These are things that if I was in post-searing would be wonderful because I could be using them to get my cloths, bolts of cloth, and things like that. In pre-searing, they're okay. I take them back and sell them, but they're not worth much. All right. Let's go up here. Light these guys up. Unguent. Ignite arrows. Boom. I find I barely use my mouse when I'm playing this. I can do most of what I need to do on the keyboard. Just select the items that you're looking for, select who you want to target, light them up. All right, that char, oh no, there we go. There's a char shaman right there. He's about to eat it. All right, unguent, ignite arrows, light them up. That's the stuff. Hunter, take him down. Okay. Crushed him. Probably nothing worthwhile there, but let's see. Poison duration. Garbage. Oh, highly salvageable. Let's do this. Unguent. Ignite arrows. The fun thing about this is this is a relaxing time. I can just sit back and kind of chill and go through the grind a little bit without needing to have it be too stressful of an activity. At the end of the day, after spending a day getting things done that I need to get done in life, it's a nice time. Yeah, I'll crush these guys. Crush these guys. There are a few other areas that I want to go to that I'd like to capture today. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch over probably to another game. Probably something like Rogue Aces. It's a little bit twitchy, but it's kind of fun. One thing that would be helpful is getting an understanding of how to get my content categorized properly in the various streaming services I'm using that I'm not supposed to name. Let's see. We'll set that to run me over there. Oh yeah, another service. It's amazing to me the degree to which on various services I will get spammed with people coming into chat, and I'm assuming these are just bots coming into chat, advertising for viewbotting, and I will never engage in viewbotting. There's actually a bit of a brouhaha going on right now over viewbotting, and I don't want any part of it. Other people can do that if they like. That's their thing. I stream for fun at times that I would otherwise be playing, and it's okay if I only get a few views at a time. Streaming isn't my primary source of income, and I suspect it won't be. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people will have a strong interest in the same games that I have an interest in, or the same topics that I enjoy discussing, and maybe streaming is going to be in my future. But for right now, I don't foresee it. If I do stream other topics, it'll be on a different channel though, because this channel is dedicated pretty much exclusively to gaming. Light this guy up. Boom. Okay, there we go. And so I think that's everything that I do in a typical farming run. So let's go ahead. We'll head back to Ascalon City. And let's go up to Foibles Fair and get an idea. I'll do a little bit of running around up in the icy part. Oh, what is this? Why are there so many people in Foibles Fair? What's going on here? Nobody's chatting in any way, but people must be just completing quests along the way at this point. There's been a lot of people coming back to the game right now, which is kind of sweet. It's nice seeing so many faces in there, especially as we come into Reforged and as we get to see what the changes are. I'm fascinated to see what the change is going to look like. Like right now, this game takes up 5 gigabytes on my machine. I'm interested to see how much of a change that's going to make with Reforged. So this area here, we get to see. I'll turn around here again, zoom in. I always like being able to get these shots of like my character with the various scenes in the background. There we go. And we'll zoom in. Very good. We can see what the trees look like now. I'll come back through some of these areas when Reforged drops, and we'll see what the difference is. We'll see what the difference in the size of the game files is, and we'll see what the difference is in terms of just how things look. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to bring old boy back. Here we go. Summoning imp. I want to go into my character's point of view so that I can actually look up at some of these things. Again, a lot of these things I never really got to look at much because I liked playing third person. And there are a lot of these beautiful areas here. It'll be kind of neat to see what these look like once Reforged comes along. Love the look of that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and switch characters. I'd like to go to another area of the game. Another ranger. This is in Camadon. It's a pretty area of the game right here. This character, I actually need to change my build for, I don't remember what I was doing last time, but whatever skills I wanted to be able to use I didn't have, so I may have tried to just, let's see, I don't have the Drunken Beastmaster build, but let's load this one. Yeah, I see I don't have all those skills on this character, which is fine. I still like Enrage Lunge. I have Strike as 1. Let's see, do I have the Strike as 1 build? Traps, Solo Ranger Beastmaster. This one I think uses the Strike as 1 build. Yeah, it uses Strike as 1, so I'll just switch this out for, let's drop Brutal Strike into here. Of course, Call of Protection is going to come into here. And Scavenger Strike works well with Strike as 1. This one is using Smiting Prayers. I don't need the Smiting Prayers. Let's just max those out. And then we'll put on, let's see, let's make an attack that I'm not using right now. And I have Scavenger Strike. Just scoot that one over there and go with, that's weird. I must not play this character much. I must have played this character just all the way through factions and not, I probably didn't finish Nightfall with this one. But let's try, I don't have much in there, do I? Oh, that's fascinating. I actually need to go through here. I'm just going to go to the skills trader and buy a few of the skills that I need. I thought I had a few more of them, but I must not. But let's see. How much gold do I have? I have garbage. You know what? I'm just going to switch characters. I don't feel like futzing with this right now. The main thing I was hoping to do was go through factions and in factions take a look at some of the areas of the game, just some of the more pleasant areas, and get myself a point of comparison. So again, God, I love going through this part of the city. It's really, it's kind of based on the walled city of Kowloon that I think Shadowrun Dragonfall is based on the same city. Or, pardon me, Shadowrun Hong Kong. There we go. I love the look of that. I'm fascinated to see what this is going to look like after the new game comes out. Or the new version of the game, Reforged, which is supposed to drop tomorrow. So, let's see here. Let's go down here by Fosberg Armory. Love the look of that. That's really cool. Are there any other places that I haven't been that would be a nice place to go to? Xingzhe Monastery. Pretty cool. And are there any others? Oh, let's go up to the menagerie. So there's Great Balthazar's temple, and that's kind of cool. We can run up to there. Nice. Let's go up to the Zaishan Menagerie. This gives me a reasonable bit of footage to get as kind of a point of comparison between old Guild Wars and Guild Wars Reforged. It will be kind of exciting tomorrow evening when I go to log in and see, do I have a big download waiting for me? So if I do, it's going to be kind of neat. Can I talk to this gentleman? Yes, I would like to go into the menagerie. So I have a lot of these unlocked, so like I can bring up the Phoenix. I can charm those if I want to. I don't need to right now. Most of my party members here have black moas. Does anybody not have one? I may have to fix that later. But yeah, I like the look of this. This is a good shot right here. I'll see if I can replicate this again tomorrow when Reforged comes out. It could be that Reforged isn't going to be any of that. All right. Hello, El Parque Show. Apparently somebody's coming over to my stream and saying, please follow me. I'm live right now. I love the layout of this. But, okay. All right, I'm going to, let's come back up here. I'm going to go ahead and take a short break, and when I get back, I will be switching to another game. I think, I wasn't quite ready for that yet. There we go, that's better. There we go. So let's go ahead. We'll shut that down for now, and I'll figure out what it is I'm going to be wanting to do later. I will likely be playing some Rogue Aces, and we'll see how that goes. So let me make some adjustments here. All right, I'm going to take a short break. Be right back. And we're back. Really? Okay. So, oh, we'll turn that down a little bit. I had a feedback loop on here. So let's see. I'd like to, for the next part of this, let's grab, oh, it's going to yell at me about my controller. And so when I lose the juice on the controller, I'll figure that out. But let's take this and we will put it up here where I can see it reasonably. And why am I unable to hear the gameplay? One moment. Okay. So, let me see something here. So earlier, I was in here, and let's add an audio source and see what's going now. Ah, there we go. I had the volume turned down on. That makes much more sense now. And so now, this is one of those games I can kick back and relax and enjoy and not have to put too much thought into. But I would like to start this one kind of from the beginning, so let's go ahead and quit. And we'll turn this up a little bit. There we go. All right. Oh, doggone it, I didn't want to continue. I want to actually start back at the beginning. So, quit. Yes. Campaign mode. Yes, I know I have a normal one going right now. We're going to overwrite it. And let's see how lucky I get. Rocket capacity is good. Cannon firing rate is good. Cannon firing rate again is good. All right. Morning, pilot. It's time for some action. Enemy infantry spotted. Seek and destroy 12. All right. I sat there for a while, so enemy pilots were able to get up next to me, which is fine. Right. I got 2 boosts and whoop. And I neutralized the base, so let's take them on. These tanks up because I don't want them shooting me after I load it. Alright. Base captured. Now let's hit the factory where the enemies are making weaponry. Flatten it. There's a good pilot. Been there, done that. Nice. That's one of the things I like about this game. You can actually go off and complete the missions before they actually assign them to you. Let's see.
Let's go.
Yes, good luck.
These guys up and that's actually kind of nice. Oh, I'll come back and hit that guy too. There's a Zeppelin over the base there. I like that I can just fly over and drop a bomb on them when they're done. Oh. Done. Oh. And stop these guys, I suppose. Shoot them down. Alright. Committing war crimes. I think I saw there was a Zeppelin up here somewhere. Where was it? There we go. Drop my missiles into it so that... There we go. Put the Zeppelin down. I have one missile left. I would shoot down the board here. If need be. Not really necessary. No, let's come out to the other side because I don't like doing auto landing, but I also don't like being forced into a tight landing. There we go. Oh, base lost. Base captured. There we go. Just in time to build a new one. Oh, that was lucky. Enemy
Lovely work.
never did like the airship. Frightful thing. Enemy fighter planes inbound.
Going in.
All right. These are always nice and easy. I like that as I go along, I get more and more boosts that I can sit here and blow up with. I should be careful not to dive too hard. There we go.
Well done.
Hey, let's go.
All right.
Au revoir. Got the things, these.
There we go. Done. Crushed it. Take down the police guys. One more mission that I've already completed ahead of schedule. Oop. There we go.
Jolly
Get a
good
little bit
show.
of repairs.
Ah.
All right, enemy factory. Well, done.
Oh, Mom! Let's have a bit of this then.
Tank alert. Kill some. All right. I hate the tanks.
And away
The ones
we
that
go.
have tanks and troops I don't like because you have to get kind of low, unless you want to bomb them, which I'm going to prefer to shoot. And getting low can cause things like walls to stick up on. Alright, got a nice acceleration. Follow them down. Come up over here. Do that guy up. Go after the tanks again. Maybe more tanks back here. Oh, pilots coming back. Are you serious? Alright, that one's done. Get him come around in a circle. Nice. There we go. I may hit a point where I need to go back and refuel this. way enough fuel to get back. I should. Oop. Almost ate it there. Not paying attention. Alright. And there we go. And we'll slow down.
Well done. Very good. No. Aha.
Battleship destroyed.
Jolly good ship. My.
Let's commandeer an enemy airfield.
Mission complete.
Done.
Well done. Very good. Finkle winkle.
Enemy paratroopers are descending. Alright, yeah, we'll
Roger,
check that
roger.
out. That's no problem.
Up and away.
Oh, man.
Ah, I missed one of them. Let's go back here. Land, I'll get some more bombs, and then I go back up. No, that's the paratroopers coming in. I'll have to fix that. But let's go to these first. And I'm committing war crimes, so that's okay.
Mission complete.
That was close. I'm taking a little bit of damage here, so I need to get it and land and not die. There we go.
Jolly good show. Ma. Ah.
Hey, hey, let's go.
Chunks away.
And hallucination should be pretty easy.
Whoa!
That's two. I'll get a little lower so I can see what's coming up here. And I might be able to go take out another airbase. We'll see. Other stuff to take out before the airbase. We'll see. They're back there. Whoop. Airbase way up here. There you go. Knocked it out. There's no tanks nearby. We now have the airbase. Now we'll go and take out the
Tally
other.
ho. Mission complete.
Apparently that was the last one. I don't want to do it to the airbase, but I will take out this stuff. Let's see what's coming up here. I always like working ahead. Supply depot, destroyed. The distance is pretty far. Alright, I don't need to destroy the next airbase yet. Let's work our way back. Yeah. We'll complete some of the missions first. If I can destroy some stuff along the way. Any ships down here? Whoop. Over the top there. And there's the base, so we'll come actually kind of fun to hit the roof like that. You never get to do that. Okay. Get up here and knock this guy out.
Jolly good show.
POW camp is way back there because I got way ahead. That's fine. Oh, just about ate it. It'd be nice when I don't have to go back to that direction again. But, move on. There may be another, I might characterize the next one as another POW camp further up, like the one up on top of the hill up here. So, let's go back to that last one. Nice. Gotcha. Alright. Let's go up here. I'll fight this guy. Not good enough finishing.
Yes, that's the stuff. That's the stuff.
What's next here?
Aha!
Enemy planes incoming. Oops, give me a minute. Let them get here. It's easier once they're already here. Just give them a second. Alright.
Roger that.
Perfect.
Chunks
Exactly
away.
3 here. Ooh, close one. Overshot a tiny bit. We'll come back here. There we go. Poof.
Jolly good show. My, oh my.
Enemy airship.
Hey, let's
No
go.
problem.
Au revoir and other French things.
Oh. It's all the way back here. Escape. Probably can become against the bearings now, so. It's really satisfying. Lighten them up on the dogfight. I know there's a high one. There it is. Yeah, there's a high one here that can let me know sometimes. Give me some trouble.
Well done. Very good. Ha!
Oh, more enemy planes.
Hey, let's go.
Tally-ho.
No, I guess you just blew them up for fun. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. He's doing some damage to you. Be careful. This is going to be close. Come on, come on. Get there, get there, get there. Okay.
Lovely work. My, my. Mission complete. Well done.
Already got
Very
things
good.
done.
Ah. Oh, ho, ho.
Time to party.
7 tanks. All right.
And away we go!
Rush off to here. And I can probably get the next base. There we go. That'll make things a little bit easier for me. Except I don't want to do it until I pick up all the tanks. That's a great way to die in this game, is to neutralize the base but still have tanks there. I just took your base. I stole the base. I stole it from you. Very good. All right. So, POW can for the strike. We're way ahead.
Oh, marvelous!
Oh, here we go. A baron is after me. Defeat the Alright. This one's tough. I don't like doing this fight over my base, but I like to stay close to the base. I like taking these guys out close to the base. Alright, I'll take out the gun. Come on, Bear. Come this way. Come this way. Come on. This is the cheatingest method, but sometimes, especially when you have a bunch of things that are up against you. I don't like doing this over my own base because I end up blowing up my own base because I like just spamming missiles and bombs. But here we go. Knocked it out. Alright, let's get a little bit out this way.
Warning! Warning! Foxtrot out. Aha!
Roger, roger.
Tanks?
Au revoir!
Evade the surface air missile. Oh, it's those. Okay. Alright. I think they have these bombs that are waste. Up here. Bombs and missiles. See if there's anything else worth blowing up. If there is, blow it up. Oh, base. Nice.
good show. Right, let's have a bit of this then.
Factory. I think I just heard it.
Lovely one, yeah.
Hey, let's
Done.
go. I can see my house from here.
Alright, let's go back and reload the bombs and I'll come back and take out the big ship. Could be that it's just the regular gunboats and not the big ship. I might have been mistaken in my understanding of what I was fighting. Alright, let's go back out.
And trumpet. Da-da-da-da-da.
I'm going fast. It's gonna die. Really get it tighter with the bullets. Okay, it wasn't the big ship, it was the gunboats. That's fine. Go up here, take out some more, and try not to die all the way. Another base controls. Nice. Oh, I don't remember the button. Oh well, that's fine.
Can I have your watch?
I'm done. So, I think I'm going to wrap up this evening. Tomorrow, I have some more activities that I need to do professionally, and then after those are done, I'll be back on. I'm also going to be making another channel where I share information and things that I know about, like colleges and universities and such that enable people to get their degree without spending the stupid amount that they spend right now. It blows my mind that people spend as much as they do. But that'll be on another channel. As far as this is concerned, tomorrow I'm probably going to get on here and play some Guild Wars Reforged, and that'll be at the end of the day. I'm still working out what my schedule is going to look like, but this time of night, I think it is now, not sure what time. Yeah, so it's a little after 8 o'clock my time, which is about 11 o'clock on the East Coast. But I think this is a good stopping point. So tomorrow, maybe around 5 p.m. Pacific time, I'll be on. I'll go ahead and set up a timer on there. Let me switch this over. I'll go ahead and set up a timer on there and get to a normal schedule. And if you enjoy any of the games that I played here, if there have any games that you'd like to see me play, go ahead and throw those into chat, and I may see about getting on and giving them a try. I like playing a whole variety of different games, so whatever you're interested in, let me know. I'll give it a try. May not be great at it, but I'll give it a try. All right, so thank you. Have a great